So we can actually look at cryptocurrencies market historical data in 2013, and that's pretty much amazing what crypto did. And today we're going to be looking at random dates in crypto. So if you go under CoinMarketCap, there's actually something like under here historical snapshots, and that's the biggest part of it. Like since CoinMarketCap's acquisition, you can actually check the token's performance, and wow, that's absolutely insane. At this point, Ethereum didn't even exist. So this is too much nostalgia for me. I want to see at least when Ethereum existed. So if we look at here, Ethereum did not even exist. There was something called Fedora coin. A lot of these tokens probably like went bankrupt. And Bitcoin was at the time $100. So imagine if you told someone 10 years ago Bitcoin is going to be like 48K, they would call you crazy on the forum. And that's exactly what is really wild about this. So this time we're going to be looking at what exactly the coins that were around. I know a lot of coins were gone at this point. I like to check the 2018 just because it's nostalgia. But you can actually see which coins are now. Like Bitcoin 2015 is worth about $200. And people are staying around. People are having fun in that sense. People are still being, same old with crypto, not really much changing. And that's what I find really, really exciting in crypto. Like the market's improving, the market's doing better. Crypto coming back. Like people were probably panicking. Last 7 days, Bitcoin was down like 1.71%. And I'm discovering crypto here. Like look at this trading volume, 18 million a day. If this would happen today in the crypto world, crypto would be far dead. XRP was the second token. It was worth about a cent. Now it's worth 68 cents. So if you hold like $1,000 of XRP 2015, it's worth about, well, a lot of money today. It's worth about $68,000. And I love to see like these different predictions, like Namecoin, Purecoin, Dash used to be popular. And the difference here is like Bitcoin's market cap was 3 billion, sure, in 2015. But if you had even a remotely small coin, it could definitely hit one of the biggest coins so far. I remember when Monero was like $1 and I thought I missed the bull run. This is what I remember about Monero. Like right now it's $365. So it's absolutely incredible how many of these coins they didn't survive. They actually didn't survive the bear market. Experiment 10K. And this had $26,000 of market cap. And it was ranked number 90. So if you put in like, what, $5,000 of this into the coin, you could be like top 100 coin. That's what's incredible to me. Like all these coins, you could be like top. If people put $30,000 and I mean like that, crypto market cap work a bit different. So I know it's like combined by the value of the coin. Doesn't mean there's $30,000 in the coin, but these coins were not made to be like to have profit. Dev coin, Panda coin, Infinite coin. Like 2015 is definitely a different time. It brings back like really, really awesome times overall. So that's what's pretty much exciting to me. But what I do think crypto is going to change in the next few days is we're just starting the bear market. And it just tells you how early it is for crypto. When you look back, it seems like market cap was actually better in 2013 than it was 2015. I know there was a huge bull run in 2016. So if we go all the way over here, May 22nd, let's say, the market cap was a bit better. Bitcoin was at $400. That's actually insane. Imagine if you were like I was telling my family like in 2016 about Bitcoin in school and everything, and nobody believed me at that time. Nobody said, oh, you're right. Oh, guess I should buy Bitcoin. No, there was nothing like that. And I was explaining that in 2016. And here I am making videos full time on YouTube talking about crypto. So that's what's pretty amazing to me is crypto is still pretty early. It's only 10 years in. 10 years in. Do you realize how much is 10 years? Like if you're 40 now, if you're 30 now, you're going to be 40. And there were multi-millionaires, even billionaires getting that in 10 years. This wasn't possible 30 years ago. You couldn't just be a billionaire like that. And that's what's exciting part of me. That's what keeps me excited. That's what keeps me awake at night for crypto, is because you can build an awesome community. You can have your own place, your own time, and people are going to be watching the videos. People are going to be enjoying the content. So there's going to be a ton of stuff in the next future days. I'll keep you guys updated with more news. And until next time, peace out. Hey everyone, welcome back. This time we're going to be talking if the bear market is dead, if it killed NFTs. And that's what's pretty much amazing about NFTs. They're like seriously down. They have 71 million ranked sales, but last 24 hours only 40,000 sales. Last 30 days it's down 30%. So what happened to NFTs? What happened to the market cap? It's about only I say 5 billion right now, because for crypto this is very, very small. But it does seem like Bored Ape Yacht Club is the ones that were biggest. I think they are seriously down. Pudgy Penguins, Azuki, all of these are really, really down. And what exactly happened? Well, very simply put, there's two reasons that NFTs are down so much. One is that we had a huge inflation and everybody was selling NFTs first because, well, NFTs are like a secondary asset. If you want to choose between buying food and buying clothes and buying a NFT, of course you're going to pick, well, guess what? You're not going to pick a Pudgy Penguin. And I think that's a big difference why people quit in that sense, why they didn't want to buy NFTs anymore. Because when the bear market crashed, when the bear market happened, the NFTs were actually the first ones to take a hit. They're the first ones to being like the scapegoat, basically the one that has been accused of everything. So this is why I'm seeing right now like Azuki being the strongest, but still its floor price about 12K. A lot of people that are buying NFTs are the ones that have a ton of crypto and really don't know what to do in it with that sense. And it's got me kind of worried in that way. Like, I think a lot of people don't realize that NFTs are going to take seriously a while. The top projects are mostly from Bored Ape Yacht Club by Other Deed and all these. And actually, the NFT coin was down about 50%. So even if we look at owners, there's like a very, very small majority of people owning this. Even all-time owners, there's only about 55% ownership. There's 11,000 owners here, 4,000 owners here. So it's a very small community. NFTs, I can't say they're dead, but I can't say they are like alive either, because the issue with NFTs right now is that nobody's buying NFTs. Everyone is looking into regulation, and NFTs really need like something by government approval, or they need some sort of concept that will get used by regulation and government to really revive them. So are NFTs coming back in 2024? It's hard to say. Nobody knows for sure. But the last 30 days, total sales are down, you know, a lot. They're down actually 30% to 1 million sales, which is kind of a lot, I would say, but still, it doesn't really take that big of a dent, in my opinion. Doesn't make that big of difference. And a lot of people aren't excited really for that. So not too bad, not too shabby, but the Bored Ape Yacht Club seriously took a hit with those tokens. And I'm not saying it's a bad project. I'm just saying NFTs, like a lot of people said, it's a bad thing. I'm not necessarily calling it a bad thing. I think the biggest issue with NFTs is what they can solve, like what kind of utility can they do instead of just being, you know, a token. So yeah, so you ask someone, oh, what's an NFT? Oh, you know, it's this cool thing. And I think that's the issue that creates really in this crypto space. Like, people are afraid in that sense. People are afraid to buy NFTs. They don't want to buy NFTs. They don't want to discover NFTs. They don't want anything to do with NFTs, simply because right now there's no point to buy NFTs if there's so many other projects that are growing in price, like Pepe. And there's like such a small community for these NFTs. There's like 5,000 that have a lot of money. So the people that buy this, they're not living paycheck to paycheck. They usually have a ton of money. And I think that's the big difference behind these type of projects really, that they aren't too afraid if it goes to zero. Like usually when I see the people that are seriously into NFTs are the ones that are here for the long term. And that's what's the big difference means to me. Like that's where I think the big difference comes in with this cryptos basically. But I'll keep you guys updated with more news on that, on exactly what goes on in the NFT market space, because we could be seeing a lot more crypto predictions pretty much soon. And you never say never. Gary Vee said it's going to take some time. The halving is underway. So seems like these are the top NFTs, and what these are like the ones that are going to stay. But I'll keep you guys updated with more crypto news like this. So what are the most expensive NFTs in history? And that's a very good question we have today. So by floor price, there are different NFT costs, and some of these only have about 5 owners, so which means they probably never got sold or only got sold once, and that's the big difference about it. And some of these even have a bug, which means they give you, if you take them, some cash. But today we're going to be looking at most expensive NFTs past 30 days. So I think it's pretty important to say that like right now the market cap is the biggest price stat. So by volume, OpenSea and Ethereum name service have the biggest market cap so far, where you have to pay basically Ethereum to register your own domain. I think these are cool in concept. I don't think they're really used. But the third one, by owners, which is an average price, is actually 48 Ethereum. Like average price selling is 48 Ethereum. Now the average price for like the ownership, if you want to be an owner, is 134 Ethereum, which has about 33,000 sales and 2,000 owners. This means some people are owning this Terraform for 260K. No joke, they're owning these NFTs for 260K and they have them in the wallet. And these are ultra rich of crypto. They're definitely one of the largest majorities. They also have Cat Girl Academia here. I guess it doesn't have many owners. Oh man, it has 1,000 owners. So the owners own about 16%, or 16% of that is owned. But CryptoPunks, now these are the ones that are really expensive. And people like CryptoPunks because they're the first crypto NFTs. Like they're not the best designed in my opinion. Like they're not the most beautiful. That's what Bored Ape Yacht Club dubbed actually memberships. But because they're the most interesting, and that's why people bought them. So that being said, does seem like crypto is going up and crypto is gonna go also down in the near future. I do think it's very exciting to see crypto in the next few months. I think it's gonna be the biggest bull run, but NFTs, like right now, people are owning $220,000 of a single NFT, of a single drop. And this definitely doesn't mean NFTs are dead. They're more like sleeping. They have like Dreadfuls. They have some arts like wrapped CryptoPunks. These ones are worth 57 Ethereum. But the main CryptoPunks, these ones are the ones that are really expensive in a sense. So these ones are the ones that make a big difference in my honest opinion. And that's what's really exciting to me. So also, guys, if you want to be kept up to date with everything that's happening, be sure to smash that like button. So here we can see that actually the most popular NFT sales are NFTs I actually never heard of, but seems like OpenSea is collabing with them. And there's also NFT related coins. These ones are the biggest gainers. Immutable has been up 33%. Theta Network has been up. So there's a ton of potential overall. The market cap is like 5 trillion. No, obviously not 5 trillion. I can't read. 5 billion, which isn't that bad. But again, these market caps are fairly inflated. And usually they don't represent what's really happening behind the scene. They usually just represent a very small portion of the crypto space. And I think that's a big difference that a lot of people don't realize. But hey, again, whatever works, whatever does it. I know there was a lot of actual debacle and a lot of drama behind more loot. But let's see which one has most sales. And I see it's OpenSea Collections. It just means that it's on their chain. It doesn't mean anything. League of Kingdoms items are sold a lot. So this is one of those tokens that are really doing well. CryptoKitties had its bull run, but it's also now, you know, back at the lower ranks, which isn't terrible. It obviously isn't terrible. Could be much worse, but it's not like it's not the perfect scenario that we all wanted to see. So these are mostly the ones that are sold the most, like Metamon eggs. Have like owners for sure, and that's the big difference about it. They have owners, they have some sort of, you know, actual games behind it, and that's why people are buying it. And notice why they're not buying it on Ethereum, because Ethereum is expensive, but most transactions, most sales are actually on BNB chain or Polygon, because the sales for these ones are super cheap. And that's where the big difference comes in with these coins, is they aren't really that expensive to buy. Like the gas fees, they go a long way, and that's what I really find exciting in that aspect. So if you guys also want more content like this, you know what to do. Smash that like button and I'll keep you guys updated. Seems like we do have a lot more planned in the near future, so that's something I'm looking really forward to. And again, crypto can be fun. Crypto can be a fun industry overall. So that is something that's really cool with the crypto industry. There's tons of stuff happening. Seems like there's a lot of sales, especially for video games. These are the biggest, highest priced NFTs. And obviously I didn't include the ones that are maybe sold as art collections. So a lot of people sold their Ethereum and, you know, actually bought these NFTs from artists. No, I had actually the highest priced NFTs like Terraform. So Terraform is one that's actually growing up. Look at this. It's just like a beautiful page. I don't know what it's doing. Is it loading? Let's smash that like button and let's see for another video. Peace, everyone. If you want to know about Ethereum, you got to know which crypto exchanges are actually the largest. And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about today. So if you want more content like this, smash that like button and I'll keep you guys updated with more news. But it does seem like a lot of people get seriously confused on what exactly is happening in the crypto markets. And there's a lot of uncertainty right now in the crypto industry with what's going on in the near future. But that's what I'm excited about. So right now we're going to be talking about these specific exchanges going onwards. Tons of good stuff, tons of good potential. So that being said, does seem like we have good news inbound. So I am really excited to talk about this one. Largest blockchains in crypto ranked by total value locked. And it seems like this big crash, don't be afraid by it. This is when Terra Luna Classic crashed. And I think also FTX crashed at the same time. So this is when Terra Luna Classic started to crash. And this is when FTX started to crash. So when FTX went bankrupt, I can't believe it's been a year ago. But these are the top largest blockchains in crypto ranked by total value locked. And these will probably stay the same for some time. And the real difference I see here is that this one, Tron, is larger than BCC. And I'm wondering why Tron is larger. And I'm guessing because of, well, Tether. Tether has a large portion of Tron, of the total value locked. And total value locked means how much is like on the chain, how much money is on the exchange. And the reason why I'm so bullish on Ethereum is because it's not the best chain. It's not the cheapest chain either. It's actually quite expensive. And there's one reason why I really like it a lot, and that is very simply put, everyone loves the first pick. You don't have to be the best pick. If you're late, that's not good. But if you're first, that's really good, right? So that's the real difference behind these tokens. Like, you just have to be the first one in the industry. You don't even have to be the last. And I think that's the reason why most people still stay on the exchange itself. So if you guys want more content like this as well, smash that like button. But it does seem like Arbitrum, Solana are not that far behind off. And I talked about a big problem with Solana and AVAX. and Polygon is these exchanges, they're one of the best exchanges, but they're not getting enough traction during the bear market. Like a lot of people are afraid of that. And they're actually not that happy, you know, and in my honest opinion, that's a lot of problem for the big players, like the big whales. They hold a lot of AVAX, they hold a lot of Polygon, Solana, but they don't really want to hold crypto in that sense. Like they don't like holding exchanges with no volume. So like don't get me wrong, compared to does have volume, does have its own project, does have its own utility. But compared to these other projects like Ethereum, like everyone is going to be buying on Ethereum, not like, for example, XRP. So if we go all the way here down, like this, there's even an OKX chain that nobody uses. Like there's Stellar. Nobody uses Stellar, you know, nobody uses Icon. That's the big difference. If you want to have, you can have the best chain in the world, but if nobody uses the chain by itself, like who's going to care? In that sense, who's gonna care if there's not gonna be anyone in the future to actually be on the exchange by itself? And that's what keeps me worried at night. Like nobody wants exchanges that don't perform well in that aspect. But guys, I'm not that worried. I'm not that worried these exchanges not performing well. I definitely do think there's a lot of potential overall for these exchanges. So that being said, seems like we will have more updates. Tron being one of the biggest ones. BCC, I don't know what will happen to BCC or BNB token. By market cap, look at this. By market cap, basically BNB is a lot bigger. But by total value locked, Tron locked a lot more. And I think Ethereum locked the most. I guess this is called like staking in a sense. So you don't need that much BNB staking, but this is like total value locked. And I think a lot of people are actually locking their own Ethereum right now. So they're staking these tokens. And I see there's like also, this is not like how many users it has. So I think BCC has more users than Ethereum. It has more transactions for sure. The difference here is a lot of people actually stay on the platform for a longer while. So like Tron isn't that popular, but gets used by more people, for example. And that's the difference about it, really. That's what I'm seeing right now is like most people, they stay in crypto for the long term, and they're going to be staying in crypto for the near future, and they're going to be using any one of these. So by market cap, Solana is growing, Avalanche is growing, all of these are growing. But by total value locked, I think a lot of people stake on Ethereum. So there's a lot more users on BCC, Solana, Avalanche than Tron, for example. But that's not that bad thing. Like a lot of people use Tron for Tether, but they don't use it for their own projects. So I'll keep you guys updated with more news on that. Peace, everyone.